friends. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Team or series is in very interesting position in this test series. It's critically poised for India, and it's extremely important for India to go and win this last test match to make sure that they can claim to be as good as England's English team right now. I have PD here with me. PD, what do you, before we start about the team review, what do you, or preview of this test match, what do you think about the incident which happened today between pitch curator and our coach, Gautam Gambhir?
Yeah, I think it's an unfortunate incident for Team India. And the reason I think about that is because of the following three reasons. Reason number one, when Ben Stokes came over last and decided to offer to Jadeja to shake his hands, and Jadeja said no, we are going to go ahead and score our hundreds and play. And then their reaction, Ben Stokes and Duckett's, their reaction, a significant portion of the media, whether it's from YouTube, print media, traditional media, or people like us, they all said Ben Stokes were out of his mind. He behaved improperly. That was not a conduct that is suitable for for someone in his position, right? And everybody supported India. So there was already sort of a pressure that was mounted on Ben Stokes through media, through all of these discussions. And what this incident managed to do was move all of that pressure and talking about Ben Stokes' behavior and English team's behavior and shift it to Indian captain's behavior, Gambhir's behavior. So for a person who can't even recognize that his off the field behavior has such major influence on changing the narrative of how media sees Team India, I don't know how he finds the energy to make day-to-day decisions to make this team better, right? Number two, if he had any disagreement with the groundsmen and ground staff, he should have addressed it aggressively but within the means. Meaning, he should have said, hey dude, I don't like what you're saying, what you're proposing. We did not do anything wrong. If you have any complaints, you can take it up with the authority. Or he could have asked one of his support staff to go deal with the groundsman. But instead, Gambhir decided to choose and shove his finger on this person's face. And on top of that, he kept on saying, hey, you're just a mere groundsman. You know who my dad is? I'm of course exaggerating a little bit. But kept on saying, you're just a groundsman. You're just a groundsman. Dude, everybody has self-respect, okay? Whether it's a groundsman, whether it's a curator, whether it's a person standing on the street, everybody has an opinion. If you don't like that opinion, just walk off, okay? If you want to fight them off, then understand that it does come with a certain scrutiny, and you're going to get that scrutiny. Third thing, it's the mindset that I have a concern with, right? So in certain part of India, not all of India, it's only a very limited part, where people, every time someone questions someone, hey dude, you're not doing it right, or maybe you do it right, people always turn into, hey, what's your tone? How are you talking to me? Who are you? You're just a mere groundsman. You know who I am? You know who my dad is? Why are you talking to me in such tone? That mentality is being reflected here. That needs to be addressed, right? This is not Team India. This is just Gautam Gambhir, and he need to work on it. Because that's not how you deal with people and their opinions, right? He keeps on fighting with reporters. He keeps on fighting with, if he keeps on getting in all of these struggles and fights outside of the ground, as I made my first point, how is he getting energy and peace of mind to make a good decision for the team? No wonder we are making these silly things on team selection, right? So that's sort of, my feeling.
Yeah. So
I thought it was extremely unfortunate.
Yeah. So you might have heard this phrase, right, about cricket, that the game is played as much in between the ear as it is played on the pitch, right? So there are small things which happens through the series which brings out the aggression from people, right? It makes the series, and everyone has their own mindset or about coming to the final test match. England was on back foot both in terms of like how the people were talking about it and how they were feeling like they lost the match from the winning position, right, kind of thing. So they were under a little bit of pressure, right? What you have done, right, is right now they you have given opportunity for media and for people like us to talk about things which was totally not necessary at this stage, right? And what ended up happening now is that no one is talking about what Ben Stokes did and not did, right? So it kind of like took the pressure away from them and put the pressure back again on India, right? Which was not required at that point of time. Unnecessary controversy. We should have avoided it. And I hope that Gambhir and others learn from this and not.
Absolutely, fully agree. Okay, so moving on to the team selection. We talked about team selection just a bit, and we were not happy throughout the series how India has selected their team. What do you expect? How can we overcome this? What's your favorite team? What's your dream team
Okay.
that India should get down with?
All right. My dream team, Bumrah is playing. Okay. I don't have any. I have no doubt, right? Bumrah is playing. I have exact the same team which was last time, except the changes would be one is Kamboj, right? He's out. He's out. He's not nowhere in, right? If we can replace him by Akash,
Jada Boj,
that's great.
not Kamboj.
Exactly, extra Boj, right? So he should be out right away. And instead of him, if we can get Akashdeep, great. Otherwise, Arshdeep, right? Awesome. Both the options, I don't have any problem with that, right? Then we have Lord. Lord, time for you to go now. Lord, you have given enough blessing throughout this test series. So your time is up now. You should go. And in your place, I would love to see Kuldeep Yadav, right? There's no way we can go in this test match without Kuldeep Yadav. And I'll be extremely surprised if this time around Team India didn't pick him up. I'm going to be extremely annoyed and I'm going to be surprised both at the same time. And last one I would say, right, is something which we were not hoping, but it's going to happen anyways, right, is Rishabh Pant is going to be out because of his fracture toe. And he's gonna be replaced by Dhruv Jurel. I think who did a good job both in terms of keeping and whatever the opportunity team has given him. He has shown good potential with bat. So I am very hopeful that he's gonna perform well in this test.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, my dream team would be the three fast bowlers. Of course, we all want Bumrah to be fully fit, to be able to deliver 25 overs, because if that is not the case, then no point in risking his life, right? He's risking his body for just one test match. But my ideal team would be Bumrah, Akashdeep and Arshdeep. Siraj is one player. It's unfortunate to see that after playing 39 games, that guy has not learned. He still behaves like it's his first game. He just performed well in one or two innings, but for the rest of the inning, he was just spraying his balls all over the park. Like last innings, he gave like 140 odd runs, like 5 and over. And that's just ridiculous for someone who's played 39 tests, honestly speaking. So Arshdeep now can bring the ball back into the right-handers. We've talked about this before. Zach Crawley has a tendency of playing around his pad, so is Pope, and Arshdeep could be that weapon against those two batsmen, including Harry Brook too. So I think these three bowlers will be probably my best of frontline fast bowlers, depending on who's fit and who's not. Of course, then Siraj comes in. I think for spinners, I'll stay with Jadeja in Washington simply because of the hundreds they scored. And instead of Lord Thakur, now India can go with another batsman if they want, and that strengthens their batting and still give them 5 bowlers. But honestly, I would like India to take a chance and field an attacking bowling unit with Kuldeep Yadav. I think, as you mentioned, Kuldeep is one player who will bring that magic wrist spin. So what is your thought on if this wicket is going to help Kuldeep? What is the history behind Oval?
Okay, before I come to that, right, about Oval, I just want to talk a little bit about Siraj here. Right, and the only reason I still have Siraj in my lineup today was that he's due for a good inning now. If you go by his average, right, every 6th inning or something, he produces something good quality bowling, right? So he did that in the second test match. He is due for another good inning now in this test match. So I would say, right, there's a possibility that's there, and the second is that, right, I don't see team dropping him at this stage. I don't see that happening right now. Even though you and me are gonna put, we would like to see that happen, but I don't see that's gonna happen. Coming to this test, this wicket, right, I have gone through some of the past records of this wicket and try to understand how much it helps the spinners, because there's a very there's a very likelihood that we're going to play three spinners this test match, and I just wanted to check how the spinners perform here. I would say, right, the main match winners so far have been fast bowlers. They tend to take a lot of wicket, especially in first two day, right? And after that third day onward, pitch starts to take turn, and the only spinner who has like really great record here is Shane Warne, who has taken like 32 wickets in just 4 test matches, which is beyond unbelievable, right? That's such a great record. So he has done well. Muralidharan has done well. Graham Swan has done well. Ravindra Jadeja has done extremely well in on this wicket. So if we just go by the past record, there's a chance that it is gonna help us during the second or third innings, right? So I would just be there and just make sure that, right, hey, we are not first test match, first inning, first session, we are not getting out for like 150 and 180 runs, that kind of thing, right? We do not want to see that kind of collapse, because if we can extend the day test match to third and fourth, fifth day, our spinners will definitely come in play here.
Okay. So friends, let's see what happens tomorrow. Only time will tell. I think you know what our favorite team looks like. I hope Team India listens and they play my favorite top 3 fast bowlers and probably Kuldeep. With that being said, Alvida, Namaste, Sayonara. You're watching Champions A Trophy. I am PD and I have MJ with me.
Thank you, friends.